So I'm going to give a demonstration on our current system. Previously, our system had implementation that queried the demo database that we have, retrieved the irrigation events from the database, and sorted all those irrigation events into 4 different arrays based on their management groups, which we have here. And since then, we've added functionality that takes each of those arrays, and with that data, it creates a 2D array that has an array of arrays that has an X and Y value, the X value being the date time, which will have every single minute that irrigation is going, and then the respective calculated flow rate for that time for that management group. So we create 4 arrays for those 2D arrays for each management group. We created a JSON object for those arrays, and we write it to a file output.json. This way, when we have our Angular side, we can do an HTTP request so that we can use that data for Angular. So if I run the system right now, it's going to print out those arrays I was talking about. So as you can see, this one here is for the T's. So we have a date time for every single minute of irrigation. So you can see at this time for the first 12 minutes, it hasn't started watering until 9:43. That's when the T's start getting watered. So you can see the calculated flow rates here. And then you can also see the difference in the other arrays. This one is for roughs. The roughs don't start watering until 9:31. Same thing to the flow rate. The greens, you can see that these are all zeros right now. If you look at the database for the greens, it doesn't start watering until later in the events, so it'd be more down here. And then we also have our fairways. So same thing as other ones, same date time, calculated flow rate, all the way down until the very last minute. And then also at the end here, you can also see that our JSON file has been successfully saved with our stringified JSON with all this data. So if I go here, you can see here, it's got all that data that was printed out here just in a stringified JSON that we'll be able to use later. And that is our current system implementation.